All right, let's talk Power BI. If you've ever tried to figure out which version to use, you know it can get confusing fast. But don't worry. In this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a super simple map to find the exact right fit for you. Let's dive in. Someone described this perfectly, and I love this analogy. They said picking a Power BI version is like walking into the world's biggest candy store. There are so many options, and they all look kind of similar, but with these tiny, subtle differences. It's enough to make your head spin, right? Well, we're about to make it way less overwhelming. So how do we do that? We're going to build a decision map together. It's really just a few key questions that'll guide you right to the setup that makes sense for you or your team. No more guesswork. Okay, first things first. This is probably the biggest question for a lot of people. We all live and breathe Excel, right? So why even bother with Power BI? Isn't it just Excel with some extra bells and whistles? The short answer, not even close. And this really breaks it down. When you look at it side by side, you see Power BI isn't just a prettier version of Excel. It's built for a totally different game. Think about collaboration, way beyond just emailing a file back and forth. Or the sheer amount of data it can handle. Excel just hits the wall. And the visuals? They're not just static charts, they're interactive dashboards. But here's the real kicker. You can start using all this power for free, whereas Excel is always part of a paid package. All right, so you're sold on Power BI. Awesome. Now comes the next fork in the road. And honestly, this is where a lot of the confusion happens. The question is, where are you actually going to do the work? It sounds complicated, but I promise it's actually super simple. Okay, hang on a second, because this slide is the key to unlocking this whole thing. Seriously. The words Microsoft uses can be trippy, so let's just simplify it. Forget everything else for a moment and just remember this. Version is where you work, either on your desktop or in the cloud. License is what you have, the features you get, like free, pro, or premium. Get that distinction, and the rest of this is going to be a piece of cake. So here's the thing. It's not about picking one or the other. Power BI Desktop and the Power BI service are designed to work together, like a team. Think of it like this. Desktop is your workshop. It's this free app you download, and it's where you do all the heavy lifting, connecting to data, shaping it, building your amazing reports. It's your creative space. Then, when your masterpiece is ready, you hit publish, and it goes up to the service, which is basically the cloud. The service is your online gallery. It's where you share your work, collaborate with your team, and build those cool high-level dashboards. So you build in the workshop and you share from the gallery. Simple as that. Okay, so you've got your workflow down. Build on the desktop, share on the service. Now for the last big piece of the puzzle, your license. Do you need free, pro, or premium? And really, this decision comes down to just two things: who you need to work with and how much data you're dealing with. And honestly, the best way to think about this is as a journey. You don't have to decide everything on day one. Step one, everyone starts with free. It's perfect. You can learn the tool, build incredible reports for yourself, all without paying a dime. Step two, you upgrade to pro, the moment you need to share a report with a coworker and actually work on it together. That's the collaboration key. And step three, you go premium when your whole company needs to get on board with massive data sets and some really powerful enterprise-level features. So what's it take to go from flying solo to working as a team? This is the magic number. That jump to pro, the license that unlocks real collaboration and secure sharing, typically comes in at just $10 a month per person. That's it. That's the price of admission for teamwork in Power BI. Now, if we look at the nitty-gritty details here, notice something really important. The jump from free to pro, it's not about storage. You get the same amount. The one single thing that changes is collaboration. That's what you're paying for. The ability to share and work with other pro users. The move to premium is a different story. That's for the power users who need to tap into heavy-duty stuff like advanced AI and big data analytics. And in case you are wondering what we mean by big data or enterprise scale, well, this chart pretty much says it all. The jump in storage from pro to premium isn't just a small step up. It's like launching into another dimension. You go from 10 gigabytes to 100,000 gigabytes. That's 100 terabytes of data. This is the kind of power you need when you're analyzing data for an entire organization. Okay, almost there. You might hear a few other product names thrown around, and I just want to quickly clear those up so they don't trip you up. The best way to think of these as special power-ups. They're not your main choice, they're add-ons for very specific situations. It's pretty simple, really. Need to see your reports on your phone while you're on the go? That's the mobile app. Does your company have super strict security rules about data never leaving the building? You'll use Report Server to host everything on premises. Are you a developer who wants to plug a Power BI chart right into your own custom app? That's what Embedded is for. They're all super useful, but they're for specific jobs, not your starting point. So we've walked through the candy store, we've looked at all the options, and we've built our decision map. Let's just put it all together one last time into a single, clear path you can follow. This is it. This is your path to Power BI, boiled down to 4 simple steps. 1. You author. You build your reports for free on Power BI Desktop. 2. You publish. You send your work to the free Power BI service so you can see it online. 3. You collaborate. When you're ready to share with your team, you upgrade to Pro. And 4. You scale. When the whole company needs that enterprise power, you move to Premium. Author, publish, collaborate, scale. It's that easy.
So there you have it, the whole Power BI landscape, hopefully a lot less confusing now. The question isn't which version should I pick anymore. You've got the map. The only real question left is, what amazing story are you going to tell with your data? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.